Shots fired on the south side in the middle of the day. Pittsburgh's Action News 4 reporter Felicity Taylor is live tonight and learning more about what happened there. Felicity.
I was discussing a haircut with one of my barbers in the back. These two were up here having, whatever altercation that they were happening. Shots rang out. Everybody ran to the back. I was pushed over in the corner a little bit looking around. I seen the lady yielding the firearm. I asked her to please just go. She still had the cape around her neck.
And Allegheny County is searching for the gunman who killed her sons. Two of her sons were shot and killed on the same street 11 years apart. I spoke with the mom tonight, and she's hoping someone will come forward.
The day when he was killed, I live it all over again. On his birthday, I live it all over again. Mostly every day. I was hoping that somebody would unlock the truth.
I lost 5 brothers, 3, I think 4 to gun violence. But I never thought that I would lose one of my children or one of my children would die before me.
Fam, imagine being 13 years old again. You're still a kid, probably worried about school, friends, maybe what you gonna eat for dinner. But for one girl, growing up in Pittsburgh, 13 wasn't just the start of her teenage years. It was the start of motherhood. At 13, she brought her life into this world. And for the next 3 decades, she fought like hell to protect it. But in a city where bullets don't have a name on it, she would end up losing all 3 of her sons, one after another, each being taken by gun violence. And get this, 2 of them was killed on the exact same street. Now, fast forward years later, tragedy strikes again. The granddaughter of that same woman, a young lady who represented hope and continuation for her family, was shot and killed inside a local Southside barbershop, the same streets that stole her uncles. Only this time the family know the alleged suspect, with the gender being identified as a female who allegedly pulled the trigger. And of course later in the video, we'll go over the motive. But most people calling the grandmother the definition of strength, a woman who survived what most people couldn't handle at once. But how much pain can one heart take before it breaks? This is the story of a Pittsburgh family that lived through 13 years of heartbreak. 3 brothers gone and a legacy haunted by grief. From a mother who had her first child at 13 to a granddaughter who became the 4th name lost to the same cycle. Today we're going through the life of the woman who was the center of it all. Her upbringing, her sons, her pain, her faith, and the legacy her family still fights to hold on to. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no anger, I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. Fam, this picture was taken in 2013. The woman with the black shirt is lled Coward, along with family and friends of her 3 sons, Harry Coward, James Jones, and Don Jones. In this picture, candles are lit in honor of lled's 3 sons. That was hosted in April of 2013 on Ferndale Avenue. It all began May 11, 2001, when Harry Coward, then 18 years old, was shot and killed while attending a cookout near the intersection of 5th Street and Ferndale Avenue. He was shot multiple times while leaving a party after an argument had erupted between him and another man. Then more than 4 years later, on December 11, 2005, James Jones, then 17 years old, was shot in the back outside of a north side building where he and his sister were waiting for 2 men when they had agreed to drop off on their way to a local mall to do some shopping. And on April 16, 2012, almost 11 years from his first brother's murder, Don Jones, then 19 years old, was shot multiple times in the 500 block of Ferndale Avenue, where he had reportedly been with friends. It was down the street from Harry Coward's death. He later died at a local hospital. May all 3 rest in peace and love and condolences to their families. Till this day, no one has been arrested or charged.
YouTube Premium is ad-free YouTube.
Yeah, we don't have to get YouTube Premium.
Is searching for the gunman who killed her sons. 2 of her sons were shot and killed on the same street 11 years apart. I spoke with the mom tonight, and she's hoping someone will come forward.
The day when he was killed, I live it all over again. On his birthday, I live it all over again. Mostly every day.
lled Coward lost her oldest son, Harry Coward, to gun violence in Duquesne back in 2001. Her son, Don Jones, also was shot and killed in Duquesne in 2012 on the same street his brother died on.
He was shot with 3 guns on the same street, opposite corner of my first son. So as a mother, I want to say it was really, that was an extra impact on me because I stood over here at Catherine and Ferndale, and I looked down, and it was like 11 years ago. I was down on Ferndale and Fifth.
Coward says anytime she gets a tip about what happened to Harry or Don, she calls Allegheny County Police. But so far, no arrests have been made.
I was hoping that somebody would unlock the truth. Even though it's 20 years, it's like yesterday. So I'm always searching.
Coward says they both were gunned down with several people around, and she's hoping and praying that someone who will see this can help her find closure. And there's a $5,000 reward for info leading to an arrest and conviction in both cases. If you know who killed Don Jones or Harry Coward, please call the number on the screen.
Now fast forward October 4th, 2025. Leanna's granddaughter will lose her life at a local barbershop. Her name was Rayon Williams, now 26 years old. In high school, she played basketball. She really enjoyed sports. After making breakfast and asking her family to save her plate, Rayvon went to Bones barbershop to confront a woman who allegedly been sleeping with their same girlfriend. The girl in the barbershop chair was a young girl who was identified as Mariah Carter, 25 years old, and also played basketball in high school. After an argument ensued, Mariah had grabbed her firearm off her waist and shot Rayvon while sitting down in the barber's chair, leaving her being struck in the chest and neck, later losing her life at a local hospital. May she rest in peace and level condolences to her family. The shooting was reported to police just before 1 p.m. and captured on the barbershop surveillance camera. Police said the video shows Carter sitting in a barbershop chair, her arms concealed by a cape. Williams and two of the shop staff are standing next to her. Williams is seen holding a cell phone in her right hand, and when she steps towards Carter, Carter's opened fire from under the cape. Williams then runs to the back of the shop and collapses. Carter gets up, brandishes her gun, and leaves. Police said Carter drove to her Baldwin home. She called her mother and girlfriend before calling 911 and turned herself in. Police reported a firearm registered to Carter in her vehicle. Police said Carter agreed to speak with him. According to a summary in court records, Carter told police she and Williams had an ongoing dispute since 2023 when Williams stole Carter's firearm over them dating the same person. When Carter went to the barbershop, Williams was already there. After sitting down in a barber chair, Carter, who was left-handed, said she placed her gun on her left thigh under the cape for comfort. Carter told police Williams wanted to go outside and fight her, and that Williams said she was going to hit her, causing her head to get messed up. Williams, according to Carter, also said that Carter had to go outside sometime. Carter said that Williams stepped towards her with her left hand holding the bottom of her shirt. Police asked if she saw Williams was armed. Carter told police she did not see Williams with the firearm. After Williams stepped down towards her, Carter told police she did not know if Williams was going to hit her or shoot her, so she fired 3 shots from under her cape. Police reported recovering 3 9-shell cases at the shop. When asked if she felt the need to shoot Williams, Carter said no, I didn't have to shoot her, according to court records.
Yeah, Chandy, Rayon Williams' grandmother has spoken with us at Pittsburgh's Action News 4 before. She lost all 3 of her sons to gun violence, and now this family, they're dealing with yet another unimaginable loss.
I lost 5 brothers, 3, I think 4 to gun violence. But I never thought that I would lose one of my children or one of my children would die before me.
Saturday morning, Rayon Williams and her cousins cooked up a big breakfast. She told them to save her plate because she didn't want to be late for her hair appointment. She told them she loved them, like she always did, and headed out. That's the last time they saw her. Myra Carter is now in custody for shooting Williams inside Bones Barbershop on East Carson Street. According to the criminal complaint, the two had a dispute over dating the same person since 2023. Williams told her to come outside, and Carter shot her through the barber cape.
You can't even go simply get your hair cut and worry about someone, shooting you.
Her family says Rayon loved clothes, sneakers, basketball, and dancing. But most of all, she loved her family.
She was smart. She was independent. She was loving. She was all about family. I haven't heard the word "I love you" so many times from her.
We didn't always get along, but if Rayon came and with one person, we had to get along. So it was like she brought the joy.
This family has already experienced more loss than most do in a lifetime. Rayon's grandmother, Luanna Coward, lost all 3 of her sons to gun violence.
When I heard the news, I said, what, is it going to start on the girls now?
For over 20 years, Coward has used her experience to help families that lose loved ones. Now she's with her daughter, trying to help her live through the worst pain she's ever known.
She wasn't just a number, and I've been fighting for her all her life, and I'm going to fight for her through her death.
Williams's mother is meeting with police detectives tomorrow to try to help them get any information they may need to piece together her relationship with Carter. And Carter is here at the Allegheny County Jail. Her preliminary hearing is set for the 17th. Covering Allegheny County at the Allegheny County Jail, I'm Felicity Taylor, Pittsburgh's Action News 4.
Fam, when you look at a story like this, it's hard to not feel it in your soul. A woman who had her first child at 13 buried every son she ever raised in 13 years, and now her granddaughter is gone the same way. That's 4 lives tied to the same streets, the same pain, the same pattern. We keep watching repeat. But hear me when I say this, we're not just telling stories. We're reminding the world that these were people, sons, brothers, fathers, and now a young woman who still had dreams to chase.
Hell yeah.
Before you scroll to the next video, take a second to think about how many families you know living with the same hurt. Mothers praying, their phones don't ring at night. Kids growing up learning how to duck instead of dream. We gotta stop protecting each other. We gotta value life.
And he right about that, bro. We can't be doing this shit, bro. She lost 3 of her sons, and her sister, her daughter, lost 4 people. That is insane. They all lost 4 people, but her daughter and her brothers. Like, justice has to be served for this shit. And let me know what y'all think about this video. I'll see y'all in the next one.